All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rahat, Kodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3, and Lord's will. This will be edifying to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Okay, and as the title reads, for the love of buying and selling. All right, and pretty much what I want to do is a lesson focused on is major prophecy that is coming full steam ahead, like Elder Apostle Ariam just did a video on. It was very edifying, which further inspired me to do this lesson. All right, so for the love of buying and selling. All right, and that's pretty much what's going to sweep, majority of these people. All right, first and foremost, Jake. All right, being worldly, being caught up in what you call the norm. That's why a lot of people are going to conform, all right, to the mandatory marcus, the prophecies, all right, and we are not to be. Okay, this is why it's told for us to be holy. This is why it's told to us not to do the customs as a heathen. This is why it's told us to use the world and not abuse it. So now that I said all that, I'm going to share my screen. And I want to dive right into it. So some of these scriptures you should be familiar with, but the point of this lesson through the Spirit is bringing this vibration that a lot of reasons why people like now are conforming to the, this part of the image is the same reason why they're going to conform to the mark, because they're worldly, because they don't see anything outside of what is now. All right. So they're going to conform with this worldly, system, and ultimately this prophecy, because that's what they are. They're just of this world. This is why we are to be holy. Okay, and real quick, since I keep saying conform, we have to get this scripture. All right, even though you heard it before, you're going to hear it again. All right, so let's go down. So all these people that are caught up in the world and this fast life. All right, they're going to be caught out here. Okay, Jake is going to be caught out here. Our family members, our friends, our loved ones, hey, you may want, you pray for them, you hope for the best, but at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you are not conforming, okay, to a way of life that ultimately is against what Yahweh Shemel Shai wants us to do. This is Romans 12:2, and it reads, and be not conformed to this world. Right now, they're conforming you. Okay, they're conforming you, and they're closing the gap, the breaches. Things are tightening in. You feel like you're being slowly, drawn out. But you got to understand with these restrictions and guidelines and mandates, Yahweh Shemel Shai is not just going to have us, out here homeless and begging for change, but then got to go to camp. No, it's not going to work like that. Now we are going to go through our bumps and bruises and ups and downs, but that's for us to show the Lord that we have faith in Him. Okay, because someone could be like, all right, you got to either do this or you're going to get fired, but you don't know within the next few days after you get fired, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. You're going to trust in the Lord, and then boom, something major happens. Because see, that's what's going to happen. People are going to conform, and then a blink of an eye later, destruction. So it's all in vain. Conforming to Esau's system is vain. Okay, do not conform to a vain temporal society. It says the triumphing of the wicked is short. So why would you conform to a short rulership when we have destined for eternity? You see, it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So when you're looking at everything coming down, you realize if I conform to this world, well, that's not perfect and acceptable. That's actually unacceptable. So why would you conform to something that's unacceptable to the Most High? But see, people are going to do that because they got demons of this world. They like the buying, they like the selling, they like this world. James 4:4, for the friendship of this world is enmity with the Most High. So you bowing down to the beast system image, ultimately the mark, You are conforming and creating a friendship with this world that is soon coming to an end. Now, look, this is the main part. Revelations 13 and 16. You may have heard it. You're going to hear it again. All right. Because it's going to come a time where you heard the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai speaking this, but then it's going to come a time where you're going to be seeing Esau push it. Okay. It's so it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So we have something that's about to shift society to a whole nother level. This prophecy that's going to come to pass, all right, it's going to shift this society to a level it's never been upon. All right. And if you want to be a part of this system, if you want to continue to have a stake in your business and your wealth and your well-being and your so-called lavish life, well, guess what? You're going to have to get down and conform to this system. But we know that we're not supposed to, and this system is temporal. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell. Now, you have a lot of people that love buying and selling, okay? A lot of our people, it's even noted that the biggest consumers are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? The so-called Black and Latino woman, the so-called Black and Latino man, and so on. They love to buy whatever's trending. You know, there's a spirit of the world that makes them salivate because they gotta have these new shoes. They gotta have this new this. They gotta. So for the love of buying and selling, you are going to be pierced through with many sorrows. For the love of buying and selling, you're going to be pierced through with many sorrows. Now, actually, let's go to First Timothy, all right, because you have that song, for the love of money, all right? See, it's not, money's not the root of all evil, but the love of it, all right? And what's that other song? Love is all I got. But if all you love is money, that's all you got nothing, man, okay? And I'd actually like to get that in the blue letter. I'm just curious what they have for the blue letter for love. But let me get this first because I want to make this point. 1 Timothy 6 and 9. Oh, actually, let's start up at 7. It says, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. That's right. Even like when you go back to the Hebrew law, all right, we are servants. We are servants of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So if you may have gotten a woman, okay, or even children, while in the truth. Now, I'm not saying that that woman or that your children aren't yours, but also remember the law that if you've gotten that, all right, and your servitude is up, well, you can't take your woman and child with you unless you want to serve the master forever and get that all. You see? So, yes, we want our family members, our children to be delivered, but we got to make sure that we, first and foremost, okay, how can our children come back if we are not there to bring that lineage? You see? So you got to understand in this walk that the first and most important thing is seeking your own salvation, because it's your salvation. Even though salvation's for Israel, only the elect is guaranteed. The elect of the elect is guaranteed out of the coming destruction. Okay, Lot had to deal with his wife being worldly and looking back. Okay, so remember Lot's wife, she was worldly. So you may love a woman, but if she's worldly and not set up to go, and hey, vice versa, you got some sincere sisters. These are things that we have to understand in this truth. A lot of our people and loved ones aren't put on a level like we are, okay, through the Spirit, which I say that humbly, but with confidence and believing the Lord is dealing with me, and as you brothers and few sisters should too. You see? So this thing is about great sacrifice and not trying to keep the possessions that you have in this present world. What you want is that crown. What you want is the kingdom. All right. So it says you brought nothing in, you ain't gonna carry nothing out, right? But your work does follow you. You see? So like I said, yes, we would love to see, you know, your next to kin and so on and chill. Of course. But you also have to understand that's not guaranteed, because you're still working out your own salvation. So you can pray for those things, right? But also keep in the back of the mind that you need to make sure that you are on your up and up too. Now it says, and having food and remnant, let us be there with content. Now I'm going to say this, a lot of our family members ain't content with that. They always want something else. They're going to be a snare to you. I want this. I want that. I want new toy, new skirt, new dress, new shoes, new, and not just content with what we have. But you are being built up. You are being built up to be content with having food and clothing and the Lord waking you up, man. Okay? The Wadi Abashimashai for waking me up and keeping me in my right mind. And, so that's what things you got to remember. All right. And it says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation. Right now, they're offering you all this money. They're going to offer more money, and they're going to be tempting you to give you more money through what? Through the hour of temptation, which would be through the idea of piercing. Okay. Which we're going to have to get. But real quick, it says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. You see? So those that be rich fall in temptation. If you want to be rich according to this world, you're going to be tempted to receive this mark so you can continue to be rich. When Yahushua said, I know the tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. See, we get and understand we're rich in the spirit, but our family may not. Loved ones may not. They might not even see your true value. So understand what comes first, Yahweh Shem Shai, then your salvation. Everything else will follow through. If they're not on the same vibration as you are, don't try to carry them and hinder you, okay? This prophecy that's coming to pass for the love of buying and selling is really going to weed out worldly Hebrew Israelites, okay? Now it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. See, so people that love money, love buying, love selling, love this system, money, all right? That's going to be the root of evil to them, because they will do evil things to continue to get the money that they love. See, we use money. Money is a defense. We're not cherishing the money. We're thankful what Yahweh Shem Shai gives us so we can continue to push forward, right? But look, it says, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Now, what's ultimately going to be that pierce? What's ultimately going to pierce them through many sorrows for the love of money so they can buy and sell? The mark. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So for you being worldly and loving money, you are going to be pierced through with many sorrows. And the ultimate sorrow is going to be the mark, because you are getting pierced now for the image, right? But then you're going to get pierced from that mark, and there ain't no turning back. All right, there ain't no turning back. This is Revelations 3:10. This is all for this is all right now. All right, for our testimony. It says because it will be, the record will show those that turn their back. I got a precept. Hebrews 11. I just thought of something. Those that turn their back. Hebrews 11, speaking about Moses. All right, I got to write that down real quick. It just came to mind. But those that turn their back on the system, it's going to be written down in your legacy, all right, in your legend, okay, because a legend is a saint's life. Everything we're doing now is going to follow us, okay, in the kingdom to come, you see? So another precept just came to mind. Let me just write this real quick, and let's continue, all right? So let's read this, Revelations 3:10. And it reads, let me just pull my screen back up, make sure if there's any precepts. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Everything's going on. You can't go in here. Before it was no shoes, no shirt, no service. Now they're doing this. Now it's tightening. It's closing in. You're more distressed. You're more contrite. You're more, hey, this is the time now to seek Yahweh Shem Shai while he may be found. Okay? Because what? We're keeping the word. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So there's going to be a lot of our people that are going to fall in the hour of temptation, because in the beginning of this hour, they may have been against it. But then as this hour goes on, they're slowly getting impatient. They're slowly getting anxious. They're slowly getting that worldly spirit is coming back, and they're going to fold. Okay, you have this one Jake where he's in the military. He did a video basically saying how he's against this and he ain't gonna, and then he came back like, I gotta get it. I got my family. I got this. What am I gonna do? You see? So a lot of people are already conforming, and this true hour hasn't fully set in yet. Okay. The true hour of temptation hasn't full, but we're at the door of this hour, man, because an hour, if you will, is a long period of time. All right. If you're looking at the clock and you have to go and you're out at 3, but it's 2, 8. By the time you look, it's 2:15. You go, damn, I thought an hour went by already. You see? So it's not literally an hour, but look at it, as an analogy of when you are counting minutes for an hour. And it says, "Will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Now, if you don't know where I'm going, I have no problem showing you. So when you go into this word, try, how are the people going to be tried on the earth? Well, let's go into it. Okay, here it is. You have the Greek word periazo, right? Periazo, to tempt, to make trial, to try whether a thing can be done in a bad sense, to test one's maliciously, craftily, to put to the proof his feelings or judgment, to try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin. So how are they going to entice you to sin? Through what? Right here. They're going to entice you to sin through the idea of piercing. You see, for the love of buying and selling, you will be pierced through with many sorrows. You see how it all goes in? You see? So for the love of money, for the love of buying and selling, you will be pierced through with many sorrows during the hour of temptation to try the world. And they will try the world through the idea of piercing. They're doing it now, but that great hour is befalling us. We're not fully in that hour, but we definitely are ticking towards it with this image that will lead to the mark. So all these Israelites and the rest of these worldly people they're supposed to be worldly. See, but Jake ain't supposed to be worldly. You see? So all these Jakes that are worldly, okay, they love the world. They love their corny ass Jordans and their stupid ass belts and these retarded ass clothes and man purses and man buns and weaves and bracelets and stupid ass watches and music videos and gun emblems. They're going to be pierced through with many sorrows through the idea of piercing and the hour of temptation, because they couldn't make their ass holy and they wanted to be of this world. So they're going to fall with this world. You see, for the love of buying and selling, you will be pierced through with many sorrows. All right. So, now that I said that, let's jump to Proverbs. Okay. There's nothing wrong with you using money. All right. There's nothing, matter of fact, before we go there, let's go to 1 Corinthians. There's nothing wrong with you using money, but this money that people have been using, all right, now they're coveting it, now they're loving it, and now they'll do anything to keep it. Okay. Why do you think so many Jakes are sellouts in the music industry? They'll do anything to get that stacks of money. Okay. Anything that to turn on their phone and see all those numbers in their bank account. They'll do anything for that. This is first, and ultimately what? If they have no problem sacrificing their mother, friend, loved one, brother, sister, how much more their own selves? How much more sacrificing their own selves? Okay. Oh, they do it now, selling their soul. So now they're like, what? All I got to do is get this inside me? Shit. You see? So 1 Corinthians 7:31, it says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. You see? So we use the world. We use money, okay? Because we don't abuse money. We understand that there are many of our people that worship this money. It's an idol. Staying in this place and becoming an idol. You see? Now, it says this world passes away. So now let's get Proverbs. So if this world passes away, that means that money that you coveted, desired, and loved after, it ain't going to protect you in the end of this empire that's about to pass away. So these riches you're supposed to use, not abuse. Proverbs 11:4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, because these riches that you love and coveted is the reason why wrath is coming upon you, because you love the idea of buying and selling and were willing to do whatever it took to continue to buy and sell. Proverbs 11:4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way. We're going to be in pilgrims, Yahweh Shema Shai being our guide, Jacob's trouble. But the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. You're going to fall by your own administration to accepting this system. Okay, you are going to fall in your own wickedness through the idea of piercing, because you coveted this world ultimately. You see, people don't cover after rubles or yen. Okay, they covered after this riches. All right, so real quick. So if you know this place is going down, you know this place is going out, that keeps you in a spirit of what? Just using, getting by, being content, while the rest of them are trying to make a league, okay, a contract, okay? You know, you got Jake right now still trying to make it to the NBA, the NFL. That thing's through, you know, that's through. 2 Corinthians 6:14. And it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Because what are unbelievers going to do? Unbelievers going to go and get chipped up. All right. Unbelievers are going to go and get pierced up. All right. Unbelievers are going to go and get pierced through with many sorrows. Okay. And then they're going to be had in derision, which is to be laughed at, and a reproach, and then ultimately laughed underfoot, because they were idled and then they were offered unto an idol. You see? So why would you be equally yoked with them? Why would you be yoked together? Who can two walk together unless they be agreed? You see, you got a lot of friends and loved ones. They're gonna turn, man. Okay, we're not wishing that, but that's something that you got to have in your mind and spirit while walking in this thing. Hey, man, my wife could turn on me. My children. You know, I'm throwing this out as in a broad statement. Okay. Remember, even Yahweh Shai knew that Judas was going to turn on him, but he didn't kick him out and bug out. It had to play out. So these things have to play out. We have to see who the Lord is going to be with and who not. Just like how we are earnestly contending for the faith and believing the Lord's with us. So we still don't know the rest, you see? So we got to make sure we are on our P's and Q's as we grow closer, all right, to the end and tightening up of buying and selling. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion has light with darkness? This is why what? You use the world. You're not abusing the darkness of the world. You're not abusing the unrighteousness of the world. You're not abusing the unbelievers of this world. You see? So we get in where we can fit in. And if we can't fit in no more, then we exclude ourselves. Okay? One more precept just came to mind just to tie in with this. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go to Hebrews and Hebrews 11. Now I said Moses, but I meant to say Noah. So let's go to Hebrews real quick. I only got like 3 more, but I want to make these points. Okay, so this is one more Hebrews. Bear with me. Hebrews 7. All right. And are we not in the days of Noah? Yes. Okay. Hebrews 11:7, by faith, Noah being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet. Like right now, we're being warned. We know that the dollar's about to collapse. We know society's about to crumble. We know mandatory mandates are coming. We know unrighteous decrees. We know division's going to happen. We know these things because we are being warned of it, and we have faith in it. So this is pushing us in a different spirit. It says of things not seen as yet. You don't see it yet. But this is why it's called a prophecy. We're saying before it happens. It says, move with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, like we are doing. So what we're doing is we're preparing a spiritual ark to the saving. All right. And yes, we have in our spirit that we want our children, our loved ones to be delivered. But if that's not the case, then we keep moving forward. That's why Yahweh Shai said, remember Lot's wife. The world is about to be divided on the highest level it's ever been. Okay. Segregation is coming on the highest level through prophecy. All right. And it says, by which He condemned the world. So you have to condemn this world. You should already be in the spirit of condemning this world, not upset because the Raiders can't play this week or such and such can't get drafted. Fuck all that. Excuse my language, but you shouldn't be in that spirit. You know, you should be happy. It ain't happening quick enough, as Elder Apostle Rambam said, man. And we need to hear that. All right. As we serving the Lord in captivity, you need to hear these things. You need to hear not to be worldly. You need to see your teachers being holy and not fucking doing a rap album, man. Excuse my language, you know? You need to hear that. The sheep needs to know it's not okay to make a stupid ass Hebrew drip song, walking around with fringes and a gun. You need to hear that. This place is out, man. This place is gone. We are in the last days of the last days, man. You know, and we care about Yahweh Shemel Shai's sheep. You see, we have a responsibility with being a teacher. It says, by the which he condemned the world. So we condemned the world in the spirit and became heir of the righteousness, which is by faith. So we want to be heirs of righteousness by our faith. And your faith will be shown and seen by condemning this world and the things that are in it and not trying to conform to it by the love of buying and selling. You're supposed to hate evil. This is what's, even though it's prophecy, it's evil. It's evil, man. Let's get this real quick. Two more and we're done. Okay. This is 1 Peter's 1 and let's see. 14. It says, 13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, right? Gird up the loins of your mind. And the Lord will do that. The Lord will take people out your life just to make you more hard in the mind, man. You got this one motivator speaker that the beloved brother Marar put me on, named David Goggins. You know, he pushes, he's a walking representation of the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know, I like to listen to him when I'm, working out a little bit or, things of that nature. And he gives great points for your mindset. And then he says, stay hard, as a millstone, stay hard, man. Don't get weak. Don't get, fuck that. Cast that off, man. Rebuke that depression. Rebuke all that. Even if you got that don't mean you are. That's your test to rebuke it. Don't let no worldly, weak spirit jump on you, man. Wherefore, 1 Peter 1 and 13, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober in your mind. And if you need to be sober in the flesh, do that too. If you find that drinking is evil to you, then put it off. Cut it down. Fast from it. You see? This is what this thing's all about, Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is. Now, I'm not telling a brother not to drink. I'm just saying for brothers, that you may find drinking may be evil for you at times, then just refrain from it, It says, be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorant, right? You are not to fashion yourself according to this place. All right. You're not to fashion yourself and conform to the new mandates and policies that we are prophesying against. All right. It says, but as he which has called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation. And this word conversation, it should mean a manner of life. Let's see what it says. Yep. Call Yahweh Shemel Shai. See, manner of life, your conduct, your behavior. Okay. So you're fashioning yourself. All right. Let's go back. So now that we know it means manner of life. Okay. Real quick. One more and we're done. All right. The manner of life. Click out of this. It says, but as which he has called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation, in all manner of life, be holy. All right. So you are to walk holy, meaning if it's against the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai, that is not what you are to do. Now, while we still have to use this world, don't abuse it in your holiness, because ultimately you being holy, you are not going to abuse the world, which the prophecies to come be in the marking. Okay. So you being holy, you ain't going to conform to buy and sell. The Lord will provide. With Jake conforming to the system to buy and sell, they don't have faith. The Most High gives us what we need: water, food, remnant, shelter, clothing, warmth. He gives it salvation. He's going to give it all. We don't need the money. We're using their money right now because we can't say, okay, Yahweh Shai, plant a plate of chicken in front of me and don't forget the gravy. No, right now we got to walk through and use, but soon we're going to come to a time where we will be able to pray for the Lord to bring us food and water. Well, we ain't going to need to conform to a system to buy and sell for food and water. See? 1 Peter 1:16, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. Now let's go and get it. For what? Where is it written, for I am holy? In the law. If Yahweh Shemel Shai is holy, we got to be holy. But right now we're using the world, but we're being spiritually holy. But soon we're gonna have to be physically holy, meaning you're gonna have to physically separate yourself, because you may be holy in your mind, but soon you have to physically separate your body, and not everyone might want to do that. So it's up to you to keep that faith and walk and gird up your mind and keep pushing forward. And not say, okay, well, I'll stay because you stay. Nah. Leviticus 19:2, I'll start at 1. And Yahweh Shemel Shai spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I, Yahweh Shemel Shai, your power, am holy. So with everything coming down the pike, now's a time more than ever to be holy, because you will be pierced through with many sorrows through the idea of piercing, because you love buying and selling. Okay? Because you loved buying and selling. And real quick, let's just see what that word love means, just really quick. 1 Timothy, for the sincere sheep that are still listening. 1 Timothy 6 and 10. Let's see. I'm just curious for this word love, because love is what I got. So when you go into this word love, it's got an etymology. Love of money. Oh, what's this? What's this word? Let's see what this word is. Averance, I believe. So let's go here. Averance, I believe that word is, which I'm familiar with that. So let's see. We don't need etymon. We just need the Wi-Fi to work. Click that. Paste. Definition. Extreme greed. Damn. Or for wealth or material gain. Oh, that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. That's why Esau puts triangles up. The triangles represent, in his eyes, material gain and flesh wealth. So you're completely a demon. You're a demon if you have extreme greed for wealth and material gain. You're completely in the world. Woo! You're completely in the world. Damn. That's heavy. Loving money. Yep. So you're covetous. Fond of silver. Yep, you're covetous. And that's for covetous is idolatry. The scriptures say for covetous is idolatry. See? So there you go, man. So for you idolizing money, for you looking at money as your God, as your savior, as your well-being, for you looking at money as your God, you are going to be pierced through with many sorrows. And that ultimate piercing is going to be that charagma. Okay. So I just wanted to do that lesson. It was on my spirit. And I pray that it was edifying to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Shemel Shai. I pray it was exhorting, all right, and edifying. And I just want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahar Rakak Wadash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that I learned this truth from through the Rakak Wadash. And with that being said, Shalom.